Hey guys, welcome back. Today is Wednesday. We're going to do something a little bit different. Today is the Midweek Pick Me Up. So if there's some guidance that you need recently, we are going to pick a card and see what specific guidance Spirit has for you. Okay, the first card we have is Bear. Second card is Sneeze. And the third card is Book. Okay, so these are the three cards, the three words. Take a look at them and choose a card, whatever one that speaks to you. If there's more than one that speaks to you, maybe you want to watch all two of those readings, or if there's one that really resonates with you, just skip forward and move to that reading. Okay, so let's start with the first. We have Bear. So when I think of bear, I'm thinking of like a mother bear. So a bear that's like taking care of their cubs, protecting them. Let's pull an oracle card to go with that. Spirit, can you tell me more about Bear? We have compassion. Yes. So the nurture and the compassion that a bear gives to her cubs. Compassion is the warmth of the soul. Give it to others and yourself. So right now, Spirit is asking you to give some love to yourself and the ones around you. It is important to give yourself that love before you can give anyone else some love. So you are number one. Let's get some more information. Spirit, can you tell me the challenge? We have the Nine of Swords and the Seven of Swords. So Nine of Swords is anxiety. It is the nightmare card. So there is some type of challenge right now that's causing some anxiety within your mind. And with the Six of Swords, this is another communication, thought, mind card. This is also lies, greed, trying to like sneak away. So it feels like there's something that we are trying to avoid, and it's causing a lot of anxiety at the moment. It kind of feels like you want to go towards something, or there's something you want to do, but your mind space or the thoughts around you are preventing you from moving towards this. And with the bear and compassion, it kind of feels like there's something that could bring a lot of love and light into your space, but we're holding back from it. Let's ask Spirit, why are we holding back? Why are we avoiding this? Seven of Cups, this is confusion. And the Magician, resources. The reason why we're avoiding this is because we feel like it's not that we feel like we don't have the resources. It feels like you don't have the option to love for yourself or provide for yourself. It feels like you don't have those options. Okay. Let's ask Spirit. Excuse me. What are we aware of? What is it that we're aware of? We have the Five of Swords and Death. Okay, we're aware that there's a change that needs to happen. So there's a lot of sword cards. A lot of swords, so that's a lot of thoughts, a lot of communication. So this could be outside of us, right? We could be seeing this outside of us where there are people who seem to be communicating a lot of hurtful things or trying to get away with things, right? But the reason why we're seeing that outside of us is because that is what we're doing within our mind. And spirit is just trying to reflect that back to you so you can become more aware of what's going on. So the Five of Swords, this is trying to win at all costs. And with the Death card, you know that this needs to change. You know that we need to end this type of thinking or belief that we have. And it feels like you know this needs to change because in order for you to experience your compassion and love for yourself, this type of mindset needs to change. Because right now it feels like you don't have many options on the table when it comes to love. Okay, Spirit, what can you tell me what are we not aware of? What is it that we're not aware of? The Ten of Swords. This is it. No more. Ten of Swords, this is the ending. And then it follows the Ace of Swords. So this is a clarity, truth. So no more lies, no more overwhelming thoughts and pain within our mind. No more self-doubting yourself. No more hurting yourself. Speaking to yourself as if you're not worthy. Page of Swords. Page of Swords, this is a student energy. So someone who is willing to learn on how to communicate. So what you're not aware of is that this way of being is done. And now you are learning again how to speak to yourself, how to speak the truth to yourself and others with love and compassion. Because that's the ultimate glow. So maybe it's a glow up. I was going to say that's the ultimate goal, right? But maybe there is some type of glow up. Or this is going to, when you start doing this, this is going to make you glow, right? People are going to see this and observe this. You're going to be magnetic. You have the Magician here. This is the Creator. We have the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So this is victory. So things may be tough right now. Things may be very difficult, but Spirit is asking you to come back to your body, right? Kind of take yourself away from the mind and come back to how your body is feeling. Okay. And let's ask for some final advice. Spirit, some final advice. We have the Page of Pentacles. So this is the start of a new journey, student energy. Again, the Pentacles, this can be value. So it can be finances. It could be any material thing, a project. It can also be your own worth and your own value in your body, right? And then the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands, this is potential of a new beginning when it comes to fire, passion, desire, creativity, willpower. So the advice is to be a student of, I want to say, your body and your value. And as you do that, you'll notice the potential, or you'll notice the opportunities that will be coming in. And let's pull a final oracle card. confidence. Number 14. You add the 4 and the 1, that's a 5. Again, 5s mean change. So let's read this from the book. Number 14, confidence. You walk in confidence. Sometimes that means striding assuredly toward your goals. At other times, that might require calmly walking away from situations that do not align with your purpose. You know your own mind better than anyone else. Your life experiences have taught you to discern between messages that could undermine your ambitions and those that support your dreams. You have faced many challenges, and each time there is less doubt and more determination. You have emerged from all your trials with a better sense of your strengths and your potential. Now let your confidence become a bright beacon of inspiration to others. And an affirmation, I hold my head high and walk in confidence. Okay, so that is the first card's message, the first group. Now let's move on to the second group. Shuffle these cards. So the next card we have is sneeze. So sneeze, I think of a clearing of energy. So we are clearing some type of energy that maybe we've been holding on to for a while. It's time to release it and let it go. Okay, Spirit, what else can you tell me about sneeze, please? Happiness. So we are releasing some type of energy so we can experience happiness. Happiness comes from fulfilled heart and harmonious relationships. So this is what wants to come in. But in order for this to happen, there's something we need to release. And let's see what this is. Spirit, what is it that we need to release? Okay, we have the Two of Swords. This is a crossroads energy. It's also, there's like usually two decisions that we need to make. And I'm sorry, not two decisions that we need to make. Maybe there is two decisions, but usually this is two options of a choice. But she has a blindfold on. And what she doesn't know is that there is a third option. And so she doesn't have to go that way, left or right. If she were to just go within and listen to her intuition, she could find the third option. And then, yes, communication. This is the Eight of Wands. So what is the energy that we need to release? It feels like the energy we need to release is this, you're at a crossroads of whether or not you need to take action. Should I take action or should I not? And you can find the answer if you just, she's going within. So she has a blindfold. She's listening to her intuition. There's a lot of water there, so she is feeling. But the mind is saying, all right, well, you can only go this way or that way. But if she just tunes into who she is, she can find out the answer, find out the best choice for herself. So we need to release this energy of feeling like there's only one way. There's only two different ways. There's only a positive and a negative, right? We need to come back and realize that there is another decision. Spirit, what is it that we're aware of right now? Okay, we have the Five of Swords in reverse and the Two of Cups. All right, so it feels like there's something that you can't walk away from anymore. And you're aware of this. It feels like in our mind we're making up excuses, or we are trying to find any way possible to not move towards this union, this harmony, balance. And this could be a relationship outside of us, okay, yes. But again, I always like to think of it within us. So it's coming back into harmony of our masculine and feminine energies. Again, here, this is like the masculine energy with the wands and the fire, and then the intuition going within. So there is a having to not walk away from something. Okay, let's see. What are you not aware of? You're not aware of the love, fulfillment, happiness, the overflowing cup, the joy, here's the happiness. And then the sneeze. The sneeze is releasing. Do you need to release the mindset that you can't experience happiness? It kind of feels like you're avoiding the harmony. And then we have the Knight of Cups. So what we're not aware of is that on our path, there is love coming in. There is a movement of happiness and fulfillment and joy. We have 2 cups here. So this could be love with another person or love wholeness within yourself. But it seems like we are maybe a little stuck in the mind space, and that's something we need to release. All right, the opportunity. We have the Queen of Swords, so setting boundaries, and the Tower. This is the breaking down of an unstable foundation. So the opportunity is to set boundaries when it comes to the way we think towards ourselves, the way we communicate with others, and release anything that doesn't feel stable enough. Any thoughts that aren't providing for you, any beliefs, values that don't match up to who you are. And then the advice and guidance, please, for this group. We have the 6 of Cups in the Ace of Wands. So this is nostalgia, also inner child, passion and desire with the Ace of Wands. So the advice is to, then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups. And this is following her heart, using her intuition. So the advice is to go back to your inner child. What is it that you want? What is it that brings spark, love, desire, passion? What is it that fills your cup, your heart? And Spirit is asking you to go towards that. There's no swords here. No swords. So it looks like we need to release a lot of the mind. A lot of things that are within our mind. Okay, and let's do a final oracle card. Spirit, final message. We have number 38, plant me a tree. Okay, let me grab the book. What shall I ask my love for? He wishes me to choose a gift that will bind us and show the world the eternal love in our hearts. But I have no need for gold. I have no use for shiny bling or fancy things. Keep the diamonds and rubies deep inside Mother Earth who created them. Give me the truest gift that will last forever. Plant me a tree. The tender young branches will touch my heart and make the world a better place. The bluebird will come singing songs of joy for us. What more could we wish for? And the affirmation is, the greatest gifts are from the heart. Okay, that is all I have for the second group for sneeze. All right, let's do the next group. All right, so we have book. Book, I think of wisdom, knowledge. It feels like you've gone through a period of time where you've gained a lot of knowledge and wisdom, and now it's time to use that. It's now time to put everything you've learned into experience. Show others. Show others the wisdom you've gained. Okay, we have quite a few cards that came out, so I'm going to take all of them. That's funny. We have nurture others and also yourself. Then we have wisdom. Wisdom comes from experience and reflection. And discovery. Discover the treasures within and follow your passion. Okay, so yes, we've gained a lot of wisdom. We've taken the time to nurture ourselves. And now it's time to discover what is it that lights us up? What is it within us, our treasures, our gifts, that we have within us, and how are we going to use them? How are we going to reach our desires and passions? Like, you've gained so much wisdom, Spirit is saying here. Now it's time to enjoy you. Love yourself. Explore everything you want to explore. Discover more. Okay, let's get some more information. Spirit, it doesn't seem like there's much of a challenge, but what is the challenge for this group? Page of Pentacles, be the student. This seed that you have, there's this idea that you're ready to plant, that you're ready to take action on with the Emperor. So the challenge is also with the Devil at the bottom of the deck is, can we move forward and take action on this idea or seed that we have, but making sure to be aware of any type of third-party energies. So anything that with the Emperor card we have in the Devil, it kind of makes me feel like taking action in an insufficient kind of way. So very controlling, or things need to be a perfect way. It can only be this way. So being mindful of that, because we have nurture right above this. So Spirit is saying we need to make sure we come back to our bodies and ourselves and make sure we're nurturing ourselves. Like, we can't push ourselves too hard. That's not going to help us in the long run when it comes to discovering our passions. if we push ourselves too much, then we're gonna, they call it burnout, but also you're just gonna not want to have the motivation. You're not gonna have the motivation to explore your passions because it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good to push yourself. It doesn't feel good to, like, be very controlling in how you do things, and it can only be done this way. Well, if I do, like, if something is meant for you, it's just going to flow. There isn't going to be any pain involved if it's meant for you. So don't push anything. Okay. Spirit, what is it that we're aware of? Wheel of Fortune. So things are moving. Things are moving in the right direction, which is your passions, your desires. 10 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So this is an ending of anything that felt heavy, of anything that made you feel like you, in order for you to experience creativity and desire, you had to hold all these, like, it just feels like so much like heavy energy. Again, with the Emperor, putting such high demands on yourself is what I want to say. So Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Wands, something we're aware of. We are moving towards the things that light us up, that bring us joy. The sunflower is always facing towards the light. So this is what we're doing. The Queen of Wands, she's also someone who goes towards anything she wants. Doesn't matter what anyone else says. This is what I want to do. And being the feminine card, it's nurturing yourself. So just always coming back to how you're feeling and taking action in an appropriate way that's going to support how you feel. So this is something we're aware of. We are moving towards these desires that we have, the discovery, the treasures within us. Okay, what is it that we're not aware of right now? We have the Five of Wands. So Five of Wands, this can be competition, battle, struggle, and the Ace of Cups. Okay, so when I see with the Four of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, when I see the Five of Wands, it always makes me feel like child play, but also it's a training card. So what we're not aware of right now is we are training. We are in training of how to fill our cup, how to have an overflowing cup. So as we are moving towards this desire of ours, how is it that I can continue moving forward with an overflowing cup? And not have these very minute kind of battles that don't really mean much. So, one second. Okay, I'm back. I had to just check on my dog for a second. All right, so it looks like we're holding back a little bit. I think the reason why we're holding back is because we have a little bit of fear of moving towards our passion and desire because we're scared it's going to be taken away from us or things aren't going to work out. And it's causing a little bit of struggle, a little bit of where am I putting my energy? How am I going to create and go after this thing that I want to do? Should I even do it? So I think this is just training grounds that we're not aware of. We're actually training ourselves to figure out how we can have a continuous overflowing cup. Spirit, what is the opportunity Okay. So the Ace of Wands, this is an opportunity. And then we have the Eight of Cups, a walking away. And then the Two of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So it kind of feels like we're walking away from Two of Pentacles is a juggling energy. This or that, should I stay or should I go, is what I always feel like when I see that card. An unsure kind of energy, right? So the opportunity is to keep walking towards, keep going towards this desire that you have. You have two aces on the table, right? So there's a lot of potential, a lot of new beginnings. And we're walking away from things that don't support that. Things that make us confused or make us feel like that we don't have enough, that we're in this lack kind of energy. And coming back to our emotions, our feelings. If something's not feeling good, we're going to walk away from that and approach it in a different kind of way. And let's get some final advice, Spirit. What is the final advice? We have the Five of Swords, so a win at all cost, and the Six of Wands, victory, with the Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So the advice is to move away from this mindset of I have to win at all costs. In order to be a victor at something, in order to be successful at this, I need to do it in this kind of in this kind of way. So that kind of mindset, right? In order for me to win, in order for me to be successful at this Ace of Wands, it's this kind of way I have to do it. And Spirit is saying no. That's a lot of breadcrumb kind of energy. So just it's like when you have that kind of energy, you're giving scraps or crumbs to yourself. Like, oh, you can only experience a little bit of love here. That's all you can do, because we have to win. We need to experience victory from this. And the advice is not to do that. Yeah, it's like, and then the Page of Cups, this is a very like, oh, like you can only have a little. I'm sorry, but this is all you can really have. This is all you can really experience. No, I'm going to experience all of it. And the way I'm going to experience it is not be cruel to myself. If I start thinking like, oh, it's not good this way. It's not good enough. It's not perfect. You know what? No, I feel like it is. This is me. This is my authentic self. I know this is perfect because I put so much love into this. So I'm not going to let my mind make me think otherwise, right? So I think that's what Spirit is asking you to do. That's a little bit of advice from Spirit. And let's pull a final oracle card, Spirit. What do you have to tell this group of wizards, I want to say, with the wisdom? So much knowledge. Ooh, we have number 6, the warrior. Okay. I dance the splendid dance of the warrior queen, which is the Queen of Wands, right? I move in secret and in solitude here among the wild roses, for I need no other witness to offer affirmation or approval. The joy in my own soul propels me. The strength of Mother Earth ignites me. I have cast off doubt and fear. They have no place here in my sacred grove. I listen for this syncopated music of my ancestors. I think that's like rhythmic, in sync, being in sync with the energy of your ancestors. Sorry, guys. I hear their ancient heartbeat echoing through the trees. I feel the goddess's gift of courage pulsing through my veins. With the fierce energy of the warrior, I am ready for anything. Beautiful. Okay, guys, that is all I have for today. I hope this helped you out. If it did, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys later.